What's going on, guys? It's me, and I'm back. It's Thursday. Terrence should be on with me as well, but I think he's going to be coming in around 5:20, 5:30. But anyway, I help you open up your own independent living home. And for those who don't know what independent living is, essentially what we do is we house the homeless, right? It doesn't matter what state you are in, you can do this, okay? You don't require a license. It doesn't require any type of degree. So you can do this, all right? Again, any state, any state, any state. Now, how we get paid, because people love to know how we get paid. We get paid by private pay, the agencies that we are connected to, they pay as well, and sometimes the government, SSVF, right? And how we house the individuals is literally two to a room. So everybody has a roommate. You can house all shared rooms if you want. You can also do half and half. But if you want to maximize like your ROI, house two. Hey guys, hey Lady Berry, Athena, Sweet Rose Tea. Hi baby, hey Nikki. If you want to maximize your ROI, it is best to house two to a room, okay? The demographic that you want to house, it is up to you. I already know that veterans are hot right now. Everybody wants to house veterans. Everybody wants to house veterans. I house seniors. Whoever you want to house is up to you. You can house the seniors. You can house the veterans. You can do mental health. I house mental health too. You can house the children that are aging out of foster care. You can also house the men and women coming out of the prison system. Hey, Angel of Love. You can house, there's so many people, single mothers with children. You can house them too. Single men with children, you can house them too. Those are all the demographics and more, okay? So don't just set your sights on veterans because everybody needs housing, okay? You can make a really good income from this, okay? You can. There's a lot of money in it. However, listen to me, all right? If you're just in it for the money, it's not going to be for you. It's not, because you have to deal with people. We're dealing with people. People have different emotions. They have different attitudes, different ways of life. You're going to be dealing with real humans with real emotions. All right. So if that's not your thing, don't do it because you're going to be really annoyed really fast. Okay. It's not going to be worth it for you. I don't care how much your house is. It's not going to be worth it for you because you don't want to deal with people. The problems will arise and you're going to have to figure it out. Okay. People are going to have off days where they have an attitude. You're just going to have to, soak that up. So if you're just in it for the money, it's not going to last long because it's going to show. It's really going to show. You're going to be indifferent to people. You're going to be annoyed by people. It's not going to work. So if you're just in it for the money, I would advise you not to do it. All right. When you get your house, right, even though the house is the last step, the house is the very last step, right? I would advise you to get a 4-bedroom to start because you can help more people. The more people you help, the more it is beneficial for them and for you, okay? With a 4-bedroom, you can house 8 people, right? I don't advise you to get 2-bedroom because it's just not going to work. You're not going to be able to help a lot of people and it's not going to be beneficial for you. So try to start with a 4 if you can afford it. If not, try a 3. Hey guys, welcome in. Hey Mona Lisa. The reason why I'm on here is because this is very important work. I know some people are just like, oh, I want to open one up. I want to open one. This is very needed. I don't know if you realize this is very needed. People with very low income are struggling and it's not just them. It's even people who are working, right? Even when we're searching for a house to open up our program, we're even looking at the prices of these rentals like, oh my God, like $2,300 for that, $2,500 for that. Even we're like shuddered at the fact that these prices are so freaking high. If we can barely afford it, they can't afford it. Okay, so our work is very important and it's very needed. So if you're thinking about opening up an independent living home, please make sure you're in it for the right reasons. And if you're going to follow multiple people, I would advise you to follow 2 and make sure like you really get like, like a feel for them. Don't just throw money at people and say, oh, help me. And then they ghost you and you don't know what to do. All right. Feel people out. Go on their lives or check out their videos. Just get a feel for them. And when you feel like, you know what, I like him, he's good, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about, he sounds like he's gonna get me to where I need to be, or you know, oh, she sounds cool, like I like her personality, or whatever it is that you like about the person, right? Go with them. All right, don't skip, hop, and jump to everybody's live, gathering up all this information, because I'm telling you firsthand, you're going to be confused. There's no doubt about it. I've heard so many things. I'm just like shaking my head. All right, just follow two people. And if you guys have, hi Tracy, if you guys have any questions, just pop them in the comment section, and I answer them. When you're working, what state's the best? Tracy, every state's the best. There's homeless people everywhere, so we're always going to have a clientele, so you don't have to worry about that. Like, every state has a homeless population. That's where we come in. Do you help people? Zori, of course. I do have a step-by-step video guide that's going to, I show you the same exact steps I took to open up mine. Very straightforward. I don't use modules and 37-page modules because I know a lot of people don't learn like that. I like to give information straight to the point, so when you watch it, you can't mess it up. There's no way around it. You can't be confused and you can't mess it up. Very straightforward. By the end of the video, you're going to know exactly what to do. Plus, you always have access to me, you guys. Like, when you finish the video and you're doing your steps, you can still reach out to me. I'm so here. Okay, I'm very much here. Yeah, Zori, look into it. I promise you won't regret it. What's my sweet rose tea? What was I gonna say? When you're getting your house, I need you to take it seriously. I don't want you to set up some fly-by-night, janky, sketchy thing. I'm hearing like, oh, just get the house and throw the people in it. Don't get a website. Don't get your LLC. You're bugging. You're bugging. The agencies are not going to be interested in you. They're not going to send their clients to some janky setup. They're going to want to walk through your property. They're going to want to see. They're going to want to check it out. Your paperwork. I mean, I'll be happy if you can help me. I'm in PA. Hey, Zori, I'm in PA too. Hey, honey. They're going to want to walk through your property. They're going to want to see your housing agreement. Okay, so make sure you have all that stuff together. Don't want to be fumbling around in front of these people. Like, your first impression means a lot. Okay, so you fumble that, they're not coming back. You have the halfway set up property, they're not coming back. If you offer free Wi-Fi, make sure you have free Wi-Fi. If you offer that there's washer and dryer on site, make sure you have that. Okay, everything that you're offering in your housing program, make sure you have it. Don't, make it look good for the flyer or brochure or whatever you have, and then when they come and they check and you don't have it. All right, and plus you want to get a good setup anyway, because these people are on limited incomes anyway. Like, they don't want to pay you their little bit of income that they have, and their spot is like janky. You don't like it. You don't like it when you're sitting here looking at these apartments or these houses for yourself. It doesn't come with anything. It's janky, and they want all this money. Same thing applies. Okay, so just make sure you're very mindful. It doesn't have to look like the freaking Taj Mahal, but make it look decent. Okay, make it look decent. I think we were touching on I think somebody said HOAs. If you're gonna get your home, I would not advise you to put it in an HOA, only because people are very nosy. And when in your first beginnings, people are gonna be coming in and out of your property, and people are very nosy, and they're gonna get you up out of there. They're gonna get you shut down. So what I would advise, Tracy Davis, of course. In the step-by-step video guide, I don't know what demographic people want to house. So in the step-by-step video guide, I show you how to reach out to mental health if you want to house mental health. Don't be afraid of mental health, you guys. I'm not telling you to take on more than you can, but some people who struggle with mental health, they're really not that bad, especially if they're on their medication. I show you the agencies where you can be mental health, veterans, seniors, like different demographics. So you'll be able to find those agencies. once I give you all the information. It's hard to get my business registered. Women for all seasons. I like that name. What do you mean? Why is it so hard? What'd they say? Royals World. And the best thing about it, how do you rent the place? Okay, piece like this. Have you ever rented an apartment or a house before? It's really literally the same thing, only it's not for ourselves. We're pitching it for our program. So I also tell you what to say to the landlords to get in there too. So you're not out here just winging it. I have no clue how to. To set up your LLC, you can do that on your own. It's very easy. But if you need help, the step-by-step video guide is going to literally, I'm showing you everything step by step by step. It's not overwhelming. You're not going to be like, oh my God, so much. I'm not going to, every step in there, you're going to be able to do it. All right. I promise you. Hey, Kim Briggs, how you doing, baby? There is nothing medical about this, which is like my favorite part. We're not providing medication. We're not providing bathing, dressing, ADLs, nothing like that. We provide strictly housing, a nice, clean, structured home. That's what we're doing. We can't cross that line, because if we do, we're in illegal territory. They will shut us down. Okay. It is in the step-by-step. The step-by-step video guide is in the link in the bio. When you click it, it'll say step-by-step video guide. Julie Wambury. I don't know where to get clients. Julie, it's all in the guide. But listen, like I said, everything is in guide. All the questions that you're asking me, it's all in the guide. I promise you. But if you're looking for clients, I don't know where you are, but you want to try your VA and targeting domestic violence housing. You want to try. Hold on, let me go back. What about transportation? Royals World, no, we don't provide transportation, but you want to make sure that your house is by like a bus stop. That's a must. Julie, you can try your women's shelters in your area, your women's battery shelters in your area. Go to shelters.com just for starters. That's just for starters. God, will a row home be ideal to you? Yes, you can use a row home. You guys, you can use a row home. You can use an apartment. Just make sure it's on the first floor, because I house elderly people, so I don't know what your demographic's going to be, but if you're going to house like seniors like me, make sure it's on the first floor, because they do have wheelchairs sometimes. Sometimes they have their canes and their walkers and stuff like that. So wouldn't that be extra income providing that? Royals World, it would. However, it's considered a service. If they need a service, that means they need assistance. So if they need assistance, then that means they can't live there, because they have to be independent. Unless you have like a wraparound service with your business, like some people have their independent living home and then they also own like a home health aid agency and they offer those services. Or some people have transport agencies and they offer those services, but it has to be like a different business. It could be yours, but it has to be different. Tracy Davis. I do have a step-by-step video guide. I also offer like the one-on-ones. But Tracy, if you need help, whether it's the one-on-one or the step-by-step video guide, you got me. You got me until you don't need me. Hi, Juicy J. Hi, baby. What's going on? But yeah, you got me until you don't need me. Most of my people, the only time I hear from them is like in the beginning. They'll be like, oh, I got my house. I just got my first 3 clients. Oh, I'm on my second house. I love that, by the way. I love it. But then I don't hear from them anymore, because I get it, because you guys are busy. I get it. But I love it when they pop back in the live and they tell me what's going on. But yeah, you guys, this is a really good way to make a really good income and help your community who are tired of like their job or whatever. Me too. I was tired too. If that's your goal, to be able to leave, like finally be able to leave and really like have, and not be able to go back, right? This is the way. This is a loophole. It was a loophole for me. I was able to quit my job last year. I don't have to work. which is really good for me because now I get the dilly-dally, right? So if that's your goal, you'll be able to do that. If you don't want to leave your job, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. You can just own your business on the side and continue to work. It'll just be a really good extra income for you. All right, so if that's what you want to do, you will be able to do that. Hi, LaFonda. Hey, Kim. Do you have to go where, baby? Tamika, hi, baby. Virginia. What about Virginia? You could do this in Virginia. I got people in Virginia who are doing this. A lot of down south people are killing it. I'm telling you. Oh, sure, Zori. Is it about shared housing? Of course. Hey, honey. The world is temporary. Very much. I like that name. Stacy B, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. You need my help? Zori, ask the questions. This is why I come live. I'm trying to go live twice a week, but it's not working out for me. But that's the way I come on the live, so you can like kind of get a feel for it. When I get new followers, I know they rather see my face and rather talk than just watching a video. So whatever questions you have, Texas. I don't believe so. Don't quote me. I can check for you. I don't believe so. But if they do, don't fret, okay? Because it's a simple process. It's just nerve-wracking because I know you don't want to stand up and talk to people about why you want to open up your independent living home. Well, welcome in. The world is temporary. If you have any questions, just drop them below. NC, of course, Redbone. NC is killing it right now. Alabama, for some reason, is really doing it. NC is doing it. Florida, a lot of the down south areas are really, the girls are on it. The girls are on it. And some of the guys too. New York, yep, I got people in New York. Well, I had 2 people in New York, actually, that I can remember. Yes, Ohio too, Sandy Brown. Where there's homeless people, you have clientele. Just all you have to do is pick the population of the people that you want to house. Like, who are you going to house? Seniors? The kids aging out of foster care? The mental health population? Who are you going to house? Can link with? I know you have people in Baltimore. Do you have Baltimore? You have, like, link with what? This world is temporary. What do you mean link with? As far as what? I'm not sure how to start. I have a home available. Oh, Zuri. That's even better. Like, you're one step ahead of everybody who don't own homes because you don't have to pitch to a landlord. Okay? If you're not available and there's people that can meet up in the city or town that you have. I'm a little slow. The world is temporary. What do you mean? If I'm not available, I can meet up in the city or town that you have. Can you? Maybe I'm just a little slow. I'm not catching on. I'm not catching on. Yes, Hanan, you could do this in Northern Virginia. Sorry, how do you start? First, are you going to start right now? Like, I'm going to tell you this. The hardest thing out of all of this, and I'm being so sincere, the hardest thing out of all of this is going to be the decision to, like, do it. I promise you, because you're going to go back and forth. 4 months, 6 months go by. You could have been opened up your independent living home. But that's going to be the hardest part. Just deciding, you know what? F it, I'm going to do it. That's the hardest part, is starting. This one said, I'm ready. How do I start? If you want, do you have your foundation, like your LLC and all that set up? This world is temporary. That's where you can start. But if you need like step-by-step guidance so that you can set up and you know where to go, who to talk to, how to get the clients, that is in the step-by-step video guide. It's going to walk you through. I show you everything that I did step-by-step so you're not all over the place. Just do it in order and you're going to be fine. I'm afraid to do this on my own. My mom was supposed to be my business partner, but Teresa's chair. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Not your mom. That's a heavy blow. But listen, Teresa, don't be afraid to start on your own. Don't be afraid to listen to me. When I tell you you can do it, I'm not just saying you can do it to make you feel good and, give you a little pep talk. I'm telling you you can do it because I know that you can do it. Okay? If you can follow simple steps and just you don't go left, don't go right, just go straight like I'm telling you to do, you're going to be fine. You're going to be able to do it. And when you're done, because you will be done, you're going to get to the other side, you're going to be super proud of yourself. I give you my word. You're going to be able to do it. It's a little scary only because it's unfamiliar, but you'll be able to do it. Zuri, if you're ready to get started, you can get the guide, but for right now, if you want to, do you guys have your name yet? Have you thought of what your name is going to be? Do you know what your logos are going to be? These are things that you're going to have to do too. You can start there. You can start with getting your LLC. But if you want all the steps so you don't mess it up, so you're not all over the place, the step-by-step video guide is going to walk you through the guide. It's quick, it's concise. When the video is over, you're going to know exactly what to do. Plus, again, you always have me. I'm always here. You can always DM me. I have an LLC. I have a website. Ooh, that's good. That's in development. But I do need step-by-step. Okay. The world is temporary. Yeah, that's what the guide does. It's gonna, I promise you. I'm not leaving anything out. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to take these nails off, but they hurt so bad. It's gonna walk you through everything I know. And even if once you set up, once you're open and you still have questions about, oh my God, such and such did this in the house, what do I do? I'm still here, guys, okay? You're open and you still have questions about, oh my God, such and such did this in the house, what do I do? I'm still here, guys, okay? So it's either the guide, the step-by-step video call, but whichever one, you still have me. You still can ask me questions. You still can reach out to me. I'm still going to be available, whichever one you choose. It's in the bio. Aging out of the secure children and homeless people, where is the funding coming from to pay? Usually the kids who are aging out of foster care, they either have jobs because they're 18, or, hold on, sorry. I'm trying to invite co-host up here, but having a time here. There we go.
Let me in.
Okay.
What's up?
Hey, busy man. You're busy.
I'm sorry. My call ran over.
Oh, you had a call. Again, yes, busy.
How
Terrence
are
is
you
a
doing?
guys. Hi, I'm a realtor in Florida. I can find a house, but I need help with the process on how to start. You're a realtor and you can find a house. Well, that's good because a lot of people are having trouble finding a house. So for starters, you do want to get your LLC. That's the first thing. But if you need step-by-step guidance or you need a mentor, everything is in a bio. You can also check out Terrence's bio.
What have you been what have you always hype me up. You're the best. You're killing the game. You're giving to the people. I was just on your live listening in before I went live, and you were just adding value, answering question after question. Guys, I hope you guys can appreciate too when someone sits on live like Lena does and she's able to answer questions. That means she really knows her stuff. If she didn't know her stuff, she wouldn't be able to answer your guys' questions the way that she does. And if you want to know more about Lena's background and her story, at 7 o'clock, what is this? 5:37 right now, at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Lena and I's podcast episode is coming out on my YouTube channel. So you're going to be able to learn more about her backstory, the wins, the struggles, what's going on. And I think we even talked about what's next for you. So that would be cool. I'm excited it's finally dropping.
So I'm in the right place. I'm trying to open a home in California. You can do it. I know Cali's, their rental prices are really high, but it's not impossible. You can still do it.
Yeah, your bed prices are just higher.
Yeah. But I want to have a weekly mentorship program, but I don't.
I want to have a weekly mentorship program, but I don't. Lena, maybe she wants to meet with you once a week.
But the thing is, I get it because you're probably like terrified. I promise you, you're not going to need me weekly. Like you'll probably need me for like 1 week, and after that, you'll be able to fly on your own. It's the business is very straightforward, right? As long as you want to do it. Like I said in the beginning, as long as you're not just in it solely for the money, because I promise you, it won't be worth it. It's not. That's a whole different story. But you'll be fine. Like again, I'm always here. Just because you buy the guide or you do a one-on-one call with me doesn't mean you don't have access. I'm here. I promise you. I'm answering questions daily. Like it's okay. Like reach out to me.
For sure. Have you already been adding a bunch of value? I feel like I haven't added any value to people.
You just got here, Terrence. You literally just got here.
I'm a giver.
Yeah, Terrence has great information, you guys. So, like I said, he's the man out there. Again, he works in every state though, so that really doesn't matter. But he is located in Florida. I prefer to do things one on one. What do you charge for your time? You can just check that out. I'm very affordable. I'm not gonna kind of like drag your pockets down. You can just check that out in the link in the bio.
She's affordable for now. I'm 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 preaching to her to protect her time a little bit more.
Right, we were going over that. We were going over that.
So if you, in other words, if you want to book a one-on-one call with her, please do it now. Is your best chance. I promise you, she'll over deliver for you.
Oh, I'm in, Lachelle says she's in Jacksonville, Florida. Terrence is in Florida. Hit him up. I'm telling you. Especially if you guys, if you want to start out correctly, right? I was telling you, it's very important to start out correctly. Do not just set up a house and throw those people in there. Your the agencies and the people that you work with, they are going to check. They are going to walk around, your property, make sure everything's in order. They do want to look at your paperwork because some of them do have to sign the paperwork for the clients when either they can't read very well or just out of time management. They're going to want to see those things. So make sure you're setting up properly. Don't just take it seriously. Don't just throw your program together because you've seen somebody do it and they're telling you, hey, yeah, just do this and forget about doing that. You don't have to do all that. Yes, you do. You do. So just take it seriously. Who's this? Who's this? It's 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 right. The link is right there. It's like there's a finger kind of pointing down to say click the link. It's right on top of my bio. I don't have a fan club. It's asking me to join your fan. The world is temporary. Where are you at? What are you looking at?
What they ask.
Is that he's asking for the link, but he's saying it's to join a fan club. I do not have a fan club.
Sometimes TikTok does hide the links in bios. Can you hear me okay, or is there echo with the mic?
I don't hear echo.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sometimes it does hide the link, but they might have to just sign out and then come back in and it should pop up.
Black Fox says, say what? Two of my favorites together.
Let's go. The dynamic
Terrence,
duo.
no, see, you're not on your job. Where's the
Oh, you were hype them up. You want to collect and be curious about as much as possible instead of just dropping off your flyer, because there's more people in the space opening up homes, and everyone's just dropping off a flyer or marketing or saying hello. So how are you going to stand out? Because we market first with the goal of being to get that referral, but if they don't know who you are or you don't do anything to separate yourself, when you do reach out saying you have beds available, you're just going to be another email in their inbox of 100 emails. You got to do something to separate yourself, and the best way to do that is by establishing a relationship with them or making yourself memorable.
perfectly
Welcome
said.
back, Lena.
Thanks. Okay. Do you have insurance on these homes separately from the home insurance for rent? Yeah, you mean the one who owns the home, like the property owner? Different insurance from them? Yes, we have our own insurance.
Yeah, general liability insurance. Ruth said, does this require a lot of funds to start? It does not. And it also depends on your definition of a lot of funds, though. Biggest expense is going to be the property. So depending on where you are, Let's say it's 2,500. Most landlords want first month's rent and a security deposit. So that's 5K right there. And then you could usually get the home furnished for 1 to 2K, depending on how you want to do it. I like the affordable route, Facebook Marketplace, Habitat for Humanity, Salvation Army Restores. There's also, Amazon, Walmart, et cetera, if you got a little bit more bread to spend.
Do you ever start a waiting list? You can, but I don't recommend it. It's usually it just ends up useless. But if you feel like you want to, you can. But
Yep. Are you okay if I explain why the waiting list? Yeah. Okay. So with the waiting list and let's put ourselves in the people who are looking for housing. So with what we do, we usually market before we have a home available. After you market, you get some solid referrals. Then let's say you get your home about 20 to 30 days later, all set up and move in ready, maybe a little bit quicker. But if you build a waiting list and spend all your time on the waiting list, the people who are on that waiting list, don't you want them to already have been housed 30 days later or 20 days later? Right? You don't want them still just unhoused waiting for you. And most of the time they do find somewhere else to go. So if all you have is your waiting list, then you're not going to have anybody ready to move into your home when you're ready. The more important thing to do is connect with the person who can constantly create a waiting list for you, which is going to be the case worker, social worker, housing coordinator, housing director, a discharge nurse. Like there's plenty of different roles in organizations that always are getting phone calls, always have people that are ready to move in. So when you first meet with them, you establish that relationship, and sure, they have one person that's ready to move in right then and there. You let them know you can't house them, but you'll let them know once you open up. And when you open up, they're going to have another set of people because there's a huge affordable housing crisis. So focus on the referral contacts or referral or relationships with the organizations that you build, not the relationships with the actual people looking to move into your home as far as a wait list goes.
perfectly said. Know what type of insurance do you use? It's general liability. The world is temporary.
Ruth said, are there grants available for startup funds?
There are. Do I know any personally? No, but you know what? I'm working on that for y'all because I see money is like a big issue. Um, so I'm trying to work on something, find someone that can really help you guys because grants, you can apply for them, but by the time you get it, right, you could have opened already. Like, I don't know. I don't want to discourage you from it, but like the loans and the grants sometimes take a little long.
Yeah, I think business funding is a better option, like using business credit cards. So
Yeah.
setting up your LLC and then applying for the business credit cards. You do have to have okay credit to get approved for them. And then, like Lena said, grants are available. Not as many for like housing specific because those are more catered towards licensed homes sometimes. But there are grants available for like new startup companies or new LLCs or black-owned companies or women-owned companies that you can apply for. Skip Skip is a grant website that's pretty good. You can start to look for some on. But like Lena said, don't wait for your grant to open your home if you don't have to. Because one thing about grants is it's not guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Yep. Do you use any software specifically for keeping medical records documentation for your clients? This world is temporary. There's nothing medical about what we're doing. There's no nursing, no medical. We're strictly providing housing, okay? Affordable, structured housing. We can't cross that line, okay? Because if we do, we're charting illegal territory. There's no medical records, but records, yes, like their information. Of course, you're making, photocopies of their driver's license or their ID and all that good stuff. Yes, you keep that documentation, but there's no medical. I don't use software. I'm like really old school. All of it is in a file cabinet. Do you use software for your folks?
Do I use software for keeping track of everything? You can use it something as simple as Google Drive if
Yeah.
you want. But I like Anago right now. I was telling you about it. It's a property management software. I interviewed the CEO last week of the company.
Did
So yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
done with you? What are you talking about? What are you
Yeah, I had him on the podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I like Anago, and the reason why I want to connect with him is to learn, about what the software was about before switching my stuff over to it. And he got started with building a software that was just for student housing first. So then when he was building up Inago, he had his same shared housing brain. So like on other property management softwares, it's really hard to have different types of resident agreements for one property, because there's like, hey, one person for this door. And for us, it's like, no, we got multiple people in the same unit. So on their software, you can set that up.
Wait, did you drop a snippet of that already? I think I might have saw it. Did you? It's like a.
The short, maybe not. No, I don't think our shorts have come out yet. But the podcast episode's on my page on YouTube. It's I am Terrence Garcia, and then if you want to, the software is free too. I sent you the link. The software is free too.
No, you did not.
So
Did you?
yeah, after we recorded our podcast episode, I shared it with
My
you.
brain is old. Right? I gotta look through the text messages. You did. You did. You did.
Yeah, it's a free software, so you guys can check that out. The links for that's in my bio too, if you want to look, and it's free.
It's free, guys.
And what? Sorry, another. And I felt you were about to say something. I cut you off. I apologize. Um, uh, the other thing why I like it is because when I first got started, I tried to avoid. Well, I didn't try to avoid. When I first got started, I was processing payments digitally. I was using QuickBooks. I've tried out other softwares as well, but the payment processing fees suck because they're taken away from your cash flow. So then I switched to cash, or no, money orders, Cash App, or Zelle, because none of those require processing fees. And Cash App, I'm okay. If you rush it, it charges a fee, but I'm okay waiting to get paid. And with Anago, the fees you can put on the resident, so it doesn't come out of your pocket. So they can connect their bank ACH, and it's just, I think it's either $1 or $2, and then you don't have to pay that fee anymore. And if they want to use a credit card, then that 2.99 whatever it is, they have to pay that. Just like if you go to a store or something like that, you have to pay the payment processing fee a lot of times.
Awesome. Awesome. He developed that?
Yeah, I mean, they're a big company. It's not just a one man show. They're a big company.
Any suggestions if you are reaching out to organizations and they're not answering the phone? Right bone. Have you left messages? I love leaving a good message. Did you leave messages?
Let's tell. Have you told the people why you love leaving a good message?
Because I can't say no. The reason why I prefer, right? I prefer leaving messages, and I love leaving messages after hours. I already know that nobody's going to be there. I plan for that. Okay. I love it when no one's there because then I get to pitch my program, right? I get to run through my whole spiel without interruptions, without losing my train of thought, and it comes out seamlessly. That way, they have to call me back, right? They have to call me back and say, okay, after they call me back, they already know who I am. They already know what I want. They already know the name of my program. They already know what I offer. They have all the information already. So the conversation just runs smoother. The conversation is shorter because it's either, oh yeah, I have your program in front of me, or I heard your message, and yes, we do have clients, or it could be, yes, we do have clients, or do you mind if I do a walkthrough? Okay, the conversation is very short and to the point, the way I like it. Okay, I don't really like talking on the phone because that's not my strong point when it comes to pitching. I'm working on it, but it works for me.
Killing the game. Found a way to be an introvert even with cold calling. So I love it. When you shared that, I thought it was hilarious. Um, uh, you reminded me. Someone asked about marketing earlier, and what you just shared reminded me of something. So I was making calls with someone I'm working with yesterday, and she got to hear me do cold calls. And one of the things is we connected with an organization, and they said that because of their funding, like they got funding directly from HUD, and HUD doesn't always allow for shared housing setups. She was like, oh, we wouldn't be able to, send clients your way. And I think it's important to know you shouldn't stop there. Just because someone says no, would you get a rose or something? Just because someone says no, like they can't send you people, you're already on the phone with somebody who's in the space, in the field. So tell them a little bit more about what your housing program is doing. You can also ask them where they're sending their clients that are on their overflow, what other organizations they're connected with. So she got to hear me ask those follow-up questions, not giving up after the first no. And then we ended up with other orgs we can connect with, learning more about their funding process, and all because you just asked follow-up questions. So be sure to do that. That's the only thing caveat I would say to your voicemail strategy, but you get people to call you back and then you can ask those questions. So that's still a win.